Welcome to Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Kevin Duff.
And I'm Melissa Delp.
Today we're considering why Root from Leader Games is so popular. Root is a 2 to 4 player asymmetrical war game that's designed by Cole Worley, and it plays in about 60 to 90 minutes. It's published from Leader Games, and we got this copy from them.
Players each control a faction in the Woodland with its own unique playstyle and objectives. You're either trying to race to 30 points or to achieve dominance.
Let's meet the critters!
The Marquise de Cat thinks she's top dog. Her soldiers hold the Woodland for now, and she has grand plans to build an industrial powerhouse. Her sawmills can be heard throughout the forest.
The proud Erie dynasties had their feathers ruffled when they were overthrown. As they regroup to win former glory, their leaders rule the roost. No one disobeys a royal decree without dire consequences.
Don't underestimate the Ragtag Woodland Alliance. These rabble-rousers know how to gain sympathy and supporters for their cause. They fan the flames of outrage until the oppressed forest creatures rise up in revolt.
The sneaky vagabond slinks in and out of the woods, exploring ruins and going on quests. He's a lone wanderer, just him and his satchel of items. He plays all sides, but he does build relationships, trading with his friends. But he might stab you in the back.
So what makes Root so popular? It had more than 8,000 backers on Kickstarter, and it was the talk of Gen Con. My theory? Cute animal meeples.
Beyond that, Leader Games had done well with their previous asymmetrical game called Vast, the Crystal Caverns, so they're building on their success.
Vast had a dungeon crawl theme. Knight, goblins, dragon, and even the cave was playable. But I think the theme of Root, woodland creatures, and the great artwork by Kyle Farron appealed to more people. And of course, cute animal meeples.
I personally like the woodland theme better than Vast, and I think other people agree with me because Root has been climbing the ranks on BGG and is currently around 130, where Vast is around 500.
I really like the puzzly nature of trying to figure out how each faction works. You know that awesome feeling of discovery the first time you play a game? Well, in Root, you get to experience that multiple times as you try out each faction.
But there's also a depth as you replay certain factions to improve your strategy and skill. And have we mentioned the super cute meeples yet?
But just because it's super hyped and tons of people are jumping on the bandwagon, it doesn't mean that Root is for everybody. It does have some drawbacks. One being that it's a little difficult to teach or even learn because each faction plays completely differently. So it's like trying to learn 4 different games at once.
But the game does provide a couple of sample turns to get you started in the game.
Another drawback could be the battling in it. People see
Cute animal meeples.
and they don't realize that it's actually a war game and they have to battle each other and destroy each other. This is not a Euro game where you can just build your own engine and ignore everyone else. It's really interactive with the different players balancing each other. Now, there can sometimes be a bash the leader kind of feeling that comes up if someone gets too far ahead.
Yeah, I was reading on some forums, like someone saying this faction is overpowered or that faction is overpowered. So it does show that you need to keep each other balanced in the game. But as war games go, this one's light and it actually might draw people into more complex war games.
Now let's get back to why people might think this game is awesome.
Expansions with new factions and more cute meeples. There's already the Riverfolk expansion with lizards and otters, and who knows what other woodland creatures could be added.
And if you're a fan of new asymmetrical content from Leader Games, then you can look forward to another game they're working on called Path. It is an asymmetrical adventure sandbox game.
So what do you think about Root? Were you drawn in by the cute animal meeples? Do you think it lives up to the hype? Let us know in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to Tantrum House. Each player is a faction. Blah, 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 blah.
And we'll go again.